All right, here with Miron, one of my coaching clients. And today I want to ask you some questions regarding my coaching so far. We've been together for a year now and very curious about your results so far with me. So I first wanted to ask you, can you explain a bit about your business? What do you do?
I have a background in industrial design and engineering and project management, and I have co-founded two startups in the domain of nutrition and a consumer product.
Yeah, great. So there's the fast-moving startups that you're working on. Also some consultancy work going on, right?
Yeah.
It's a combination of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we've been working together for more than a year now. Why did you come to me in the first place?
Entrepreneurship can be a lonely journey, they say.
Mm.
And that's what I experienced the first couple of years after I started out 5 years ago. And I was looking for someone to exchange ideas with, and someone that is not your partner or one of your friends, because they live in a different world than I do.
Yeah.
So I started looking for someone, for a coach. And actually I worked with a few of them, but I didn't really have a click, let's say, with any of them.
Okay.
So
what do you think?
I kept looking.
Yeah.
And then I found you.
Yeah, great. And what do you think makes the combination so good between us? Like, what is helping you in this regard?
I think because you have been an entrepreneur, are an entrepreneur yourself, you're able to understand my struggles, and you're pretty much all the time capable of forcing me to find the why behind the why.
Yeah. Yeah. So
To
being
dig
very
a little bit deeper beyond certain behaviors that are holding me back.
Yeah. Yeah, because that has been a major chunk of our time together, like having some very deep and complex conversations about what's happening, how you think, why you think, what you think,
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So it's not always been easy. Definitely not some easy conversations there. What do you feel we have achieved together so far?
I think the most profound one is self-acceptance. People tend to compare themselves to others that appear to have better lives, better achievements, already are beyond where you want to be. And the tendency to put others on pedestals while forgetting your own strengths.
Right, right. So putting that into perspective, who you are, what your strengths are, and how you are in that dynamic as well with other entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Also in collaborations, right? That's what you mean too. Yeah, clear.
But maybe another simple but effective one is celebrating your wins.
Yeah.
I wasn't really doing that. And simply the act of just standing still, just looking at what went well that week, what already was achieved.
Yeah. So like a reflection moment, just kind of look back at the week and feel like there is a success anyway. And if there's not, you'll have to find one.
Yeah, and it can be a tiny one.
Yeah.
But it's good to force yourself from time to time to, stop looking ahead and looking at what isn't there yet.
Yep.
And what could be better, but looking at what you have achieved already.
Right, right. Because that's also one of the sessions we talked about perspective, right? Like looking back at who you are, let's say 3 years ago as an entrepreneur, kind of understanding what situation you were in, how you were thinking, and then looking and comparing that to now, and also realizing how big of a progress you've made so far, even though you're not where you want to be, because that was the whole thinking pattern as well. Like I don't feel like I am where I should be. You're making massive steps already, and that is also like that win that you're celebrating, right? In a bigger scheme.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Some other things that we worked on pretty recently also was focus and productivity. Can you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah. Well, in today's world, there are distractions everywhere, and especially for me, it's hard to not be influenced by what happens around you. And I think we took some practical initiatives to eliminate many of those distractions. And in a broader sense, I think we worked on eliminating projects that were not contributing that much to the higher goal we set for ourselves.
Right. So in the day-to-day, some practical things that we implemented, like focus blocks, for instance,
Yeah.
turning off notifications, obviously, but also the bigger scheme indeed of what are the goals that you're working on every quarter, every month, and how does that relate to your goals this week, right? Like, are they still aligned? Does it make sense of what I'm working on?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And getting insight in this dot on the horizon where we are moving towards
Yeah.
in the first place.
Right.
What is it we're working towards?
Yeah.
Do I want to be there? And what do I need to change about myself to be able to achieve that?
Right. So constantly being intentional with your time and your energy purposes, right?
Yeah. And then indeed peeling the onion all the way from what do we need to do this year? What needs to happen this quarter, this week, and even today to obtain that goal?
Right. Yeah. And a big parallel to this is all identity work, right? So on the one hand, it's like how you work and what you work on, but also how you show up and how you think about things and how you are showing up as an entrepreneur. How does that change for you?
Yeah, I think it's mostly related to the self-acceptance part of things.
Yeah. So being able to accept where you are and how you work as an entrepreneur, is it like your capabilities? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I did see a lot of steps there from the beginning, very first beginning, on how you think about your own journey, how you think about your progress, but also who you are in collaborations, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's easy to forget where you came from.
Yep.
But from time to time, reminding yourself about who you were a year ago, or maybe even a few months ago, that's gold.
Yep. Great. Great. What do you think is the most valuable of us working together?
I think simply the fact that someone who understands an ambitious entrepreneur that listens, understands, and helps me understand myself. Because it's very hard to do on your own, and it's almost it's also very difficult to do that with, for example, co-founders.
Right. Yeah. So more of that objective party that I am for you. Right. Yeah. Great. Cool.
And the door is always open.
Yeah. It's like an ongoing hotline that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Sometimes you just simply want to get rid of ideas, bounce around a little bit, and that brings new insights all the time.
Yep.
Insights you could have gotten by yourself, but for some reason you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And also have the accountability of somebody like knowing that you already shared some goals and now you have to make it happen.
Yeah.
Or you have to make some hard decisions, which you also did. So foot behind the door, right?
Yeah. And taking more hard decisions is a learning process as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're getting there.
It's all work in progress, aren't we all? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we worked on very practical things. We worked on very deep mental things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some back and forth on.
Especially in the beginning.
Yep. Especially in the beginning, indeed. Decisions
And
made.
there was still a lot of work to do.
Yep. That's life. Right. Thank you so much for sharing and
Sure.
sticking with me, because it's always a journey to to work on and to actually attach yourself to,
Mm-hmm.
and to actually open up, because it's also some vulnerability that you have to show.
Yeah.
But it has been great seeing you grow. So thanks for that.
Glad to hear.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for this testimonial.
Sure.